Hello everyone. Today I will share with you my third digital story, which is a reflection on reading and learning motivation. First, let's propose the question: how can motivation be context and individual dependent? Motivation in language learning can be both context and individual dependent. This can be outlined with context-dependent motivations. This is basically based upon 3 points. The first, learning environment. Motivation can vary based on the settings or environments in which learning takes place. An engaging and interactive environment can help a major role in enhancing motivations. In contrast, a less supportive and engaging environment may decrease it. A second point, cultural attitude. The way a learner's culture views the target language impacts their motivations. If the language is seen as important for career success, learners are more likely to be motivated. Otherwise, they are not. The third point is resource availability. Access to resources such as language apps, immersive experiences, and cultural materials can also impact learners' motivations. When learners have adequate resources, this would make learning more engaging, resulting in boosting their motivations. Motivation in learning a language can also be an individual dependent. This can occur through 3 points. As we can see, the first, personal goals and interest. Learners who have a specific and personal goal related to a language, for instance, career advancement, they are more likely to be motivated. This is because their intrinsic interest drives them to be more engaged. A second point, self-efficacy. A learner's belief in their ability to succeed in a language learning can influence their motivation. When learners have confidence in their skills, they are more likely to be motivated. A third point to draw upon, previous experiences. Earlier experiences with language can also have such impact on motivations. That is, positive experiences may enhance motivations, whereas negative experiences can unfortunately lead to decreased motivations. In summary, motivation in language learning is shaped by the context, such as learning environment, cultural attitude, and resources, and individual dependent as personal goals, self-efficacy, and past experiences. When we understand these dependencies, we allow for creating more designed and effective language learning strategies. Now, when we turn to the second inquiry, which is how can technology facilitate greater motivations for learning, we can say that technology can enhance motivation for learning through the following ways. Interactive and engaging content. This can be seen through games. Technology can incorporate games that make learning more enjoyable and engaging. A second point is that resources of multimedia, videos, and animations can also provide interactive and visually stimulating content that can capture the interest of learners. Also, we can use technology to facilitate greater motivation for learning. This can be done through personalized learning experiences. When we provide an adaptive learning environment, technology in that situation can tailor lessons or activities to learners based on their needs and preferences and their skills. This makes it more effective while learners develop their own confidence. Design feedback. When having a personalized feedback, learners can have more understanding of their mistakes and progress. Consequently, motivation is boosted. Social interactions can also facilitate greater motivation for learning. When using technology. This can be done through community building platforms. Such online forums can allow learners to connect with others, which create a sense of community. Another idea is collaborative learning. In this case, learners can engage or participate in group projects through activities that encourage teamwork and thus foster shared motivation. Now, let's describe a lesson idea that incorporates technology to support intrinsic motivation. Our lesson would be virtual cultural exchange and language practice. The objective of this lesson is that to allow students to practice language skills through a real video call with native speakers, depending on the language they are learning. A second objective is that students learn about others' culture while practicing their video calls with others. Now, in order to conduct the lesson, there is a need for such important material. 1. Computers, tablets, or smartphones, where language learners can get access through these apps in order to connect with others. A second material is that internet access, where, of course, language learners, they can connect with others through such apps, such as italki. A third material, which is prior preparations. This is actually about the culture, so learners have to have an overview about the culture of people that they are interacting with. Such interaction between the teacher and the students can start with an introduction in which the teacher discusses cultural exchange and its benefits for language learning with the students, and then explain the video call activity. Then, preparations. Students must prepare questions or topics related to the target cultures. They can talk or discuss about food, for instance. A third point is that virtual culture exchange meeting. In this situation, students conduct the video call with native speakers. After that, the students ask questions and discuss the cultural topics. Before the end of the class, the teacher can propose follow-up activities to explore more about the culture using the language learning and any other online resources. Effective motivation strategies in language learning can include authentic communication, cultural exploration, personal connection, and finally, real interactive engagement. In conclusion, motivation in language learning is influenced by both contextual and individual factors. Contextual elements such as the learning environment, cultural activities, and resource availability play a significant role in shaping motivation. Meanwhile, such individual factors like personal goals, self-efficacy, and past experiences can also contribute to the variation in motivational levels among learners themselves. Technology can further enhance motivation by offering interactive and personalized and flexible learning experiences that helps to diverse the learner's needs and also their interest. When understanding these factors, teachers can create more effective and engaging language learning experiences for their learners. Thank you very much.